Hello everyone, this is Bhavik Chokshi. Hope you guys are doing great. Preparations for May 19 should be on in full swing by now. Great. So as you would be aware, the institute has issued study guidelines for the May 2019 financial reporting new syllabus paper 1 in terms of the applicability and non-applicability of certain topics. There has been a slight amount of confusion among students on certain topics like Ind AS 11, Ind AS 18, 115, decommissioning, etc. We'll quickly discuss what is applicable clearly and what is not. So if you look at the items which are applicable in the first part, you have point number 1, this was always applicable. This was entirely module 1 of your study material. All the 6 accounting standards which are applicable, they continue to remain applicable. There is no new accounting standard which is applicable, and there is no reduction in the 6 accounting standards. All of them continue to remain applicable as it is. In terms of second, this is again your chapter 2, which is on application of guidance notes. Frankly, most of these guidance notes get covered in their respective topics themselves. For example, when you look at point number 7, this is accounting for e-commerce, which is there as a part of your syllabus. Point number 6 is accounting for carbon credits. Point number 5 is accounting for CSR. Point number 4 largely gets covered with Ind AS 109, that is financial instruments. Point number 1 and point number 2 are covered when you study AS 25, the concept of weighted average tax rate, and the fact that the companies which are listed and doing quarterly reporting need not present their accounts as per AS 25. Point number 3 is also done when we are preparing accounts in terms of demerged entities. Where there is a demerger, you are preparing separate accounts. So largely these guidance notes get done as a part of your main chapters, respective chapters. Again, there is nothing really new which is there as a part of this. Okay, then you have certain topics which are covered under the expert advisory opinions which are issued by the institute. There's just one topic which is there on Ind AS, other topics on accounting standards. Honestly, these topics have been there even in past attempts. They're not as relevant. Most of these are done as a part of their respective course. However, in any case, we'll upload a short 10 to 15 minute video covering these opinions clearly. There's nothing significant in terms of a student to worry. It is only 10 to 15 minutes of your time. Just go through that and you will be good enough on all the expert advisory committees opinions. So that is about these opinions. Now the more important part, which a student is always interested in, the exclusions from the syllabus. What do we don't have to study for the May 2019 exams, and most likely even for the November 2019 exams. Okay, so in terms of Ind AS 37, that is provisions and contingencies, there have been 2 appendices which have been specifically excluded. Now there is some amount of confusion, as I have heard from students, on whether decommissioning, the provision for decommissioning, is applicable, it is not applicable. It is very, very clearly applicable. Remember, do not leave provision for decommissioning. It is applicable. What is excluded is a guidance note on decommissioning, restoration and environmental funds. So like we maintain a provident fund, certain entities like a sinking fund maintain a decommissioning fund. So if I am maintaining a decommissioning and site restoration fund, what should be the accounting that I should follow for a site restoration fund is what is excluded. You still have to know on the amount of the decommissioning liability, the manner of recognition, everything is applicable. Please do not skip decommissioning and site restoration. It is very important. Has even been asked in the November 2018 RTP, has even come in the November 2018 exam question as a part of a bigger question. So again, decommissioning is very much applicable. A very small aspect, like if you maintain a sinking fund, you are maintaining a decommissioning and site restoration fund. The accounting for fund is not covered in your syllabus, though decommissioning is. Okay, then there is a specific item which is waste electrical and electronic equipment. Guidance on accounting for these transactions are clearly excluded. There's no confusion generally among the students for this. In terms of certain Ind ASs, accounting for hyperinflation, it was never there as a part of either the May 2018 study material or the May 2019 study material. So there's nothing unusual in this. Now these are 2 separate items which have been removed. These were there in the May 2018 syllabus. Ind AS 104 for insurance, Ind AS 106 for exploration and evaluation. They are clearly excluded from the syllabus. They no longer even appear in your May 2019 revised study material. And the Ind AS on regulatory deferral accounts 115, which was again a part of May 2018, is not applicable for your syllabus. So this is in terms of your exclusions. Two things which I would like to categorically state. Ind AS 11 as well as Ind AS 18, the standard on construction and the standard on revenue recognition have not been explicitly mentioned over here. I can be absolutely confident in the fact that they are not applicable for the May 2019 exams, so you can definitely count Ind AS 11 out of your syllabus. Ind AS 18, which is again a part of revenue recognition, also as a part of an exclusion from your syllabus. They are definitely not applicable. Instead, as a part of your inclusions, you will definitely have Ind AS 115. The institute may not have issued it as a part of this document, but if you go through their websites, if we for example go through their website, you can very clearly see on the institute's website, if you go to the study material relevant for the May 2019 and November 2019, May 2019 exams, you can clearly see, we can see chapter number 5 on your screen. You can see chapter number 5, which is Ind AS on revenue recognition in financial statements. If you open this, it is 115. For the May 2019 exams, it is without doubt 115, which is applicable. You refer to the study material, you will not find Ind AS 11 or Ind AS 18. So what do we summarize? Well, 18, Ind AS 18 not applicable, Ind AS 11 not applicable. Instead, Ind AS 115, which is a very, very extensive standard on revenue recognition, will be applicable. Decommissioning liabilities clearly applicable for your syllabus, and there are certain specific standards which the institute has mentioned which would not be applicable over here. In case there is anything else, we would definitely post updates on the material. The institute has been fairly clear over here in terms of what is applicable and not in terms of consolidation. So whatever is the study material, which is the most recent study material for May 2019, please refer that for the applicability of consolidation. In consolidation, to be very clear, chain holding, which had come in November 2018 exams, is now incorporated by the institute in the study material as well. So it is, I think, there in unit number 4 or unit number 5 as at the right end. Do refer chain holding. It is important. It is now incorporated as a part of a study material as well. We will again put a separate video for the accounting that you should do under chain holding. An institute has nowhere mentioned that chain holding is not applicable. It is very clearly applicable now. Great. So that takes care of what is applicable for the May 19 exams. Now time for you to study. Put all your efforts. Study really hard. This is the time where you should peak up on your preparations. Go all guns blazing. Great. Okay. Thank you very much. In case you have you like the video, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.